Happy spring and welcome to the Connect Show Miami. I'm your girl Stitches, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you. And thank you for allowing us to be with you each and every Saturday morning right here on the CW. My girl Sandy, our co-host, Miss Sandy Glint, is here. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Stitches. Oh my gosh. We got a show today. It is
We're ready to bring it.
absolutely extra special because we have a guest co-host joining us today. You may know her. You may have seen her before from our Connect show, Texas. It's the one and only Michelle Hammons. Welcome to the show, girlfriend.
Hey, wow. Thank you for the introduction. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored to be with both of you. You're rock stars. You always just have the best show. I'm just so excited for today. It's going to be so fun.
Thank you so much, Michelle. We call Michelle Mitch over here. Mitch is your energy is always on 10, and we love you for it. So we're excited to have you back, Mitch. And let's just run down the resume just a little bit because we don't have time for everything because you do a lot. But let's get to the bullet points. You're a mother. You're a macro influencer. Is that it?
Okay. I don't know. I did not give myself that title though.
We love it. We love it though. You're a speaker, you're a coach, and so much more. And you're also adding to podcaster host to your resume, among other things. So we want to welcome you again, Michelle. And let's dive just a little bit deeper into who Michelle is. Can we?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. Well, hello, Florida girls. You guys are always killing it over here. And I'm just so honored to share about myself. Like sometimes it's weird to talk about what you're doing, but I really believe it is so important to know where you're going and who you're going with so you don't miss that blessing, the breakthrough, and the abundance that's coming your way when it's right next to you. The reality of who I am a mom of 3. I love Jesus with all my heart. And that is why I actually started. Y'all, let's just praise the Lord. Like I wouldn't be here without the Lord. And that's actually how Beauty Life Coach got started. I really believe that the podcast and the YouTube is an extension of that. And I actually tried to do this. I just want to share the story. I tried to do this 2 years ago. But in the midst of having that vision, knowing that I was supposed to kind of dive into these realms, it wasn't the right time. We were fostering my niece. I really had to focus my energy on my family and pour in. But now coming into the second quarter of, oh my gosh, 2022, it's time to begin. The dreams you thought were dead are not dead. They're just not, it's just not ready for them yet. And I just want to inspire everyone that you can begin again and learn from a failed attempt and keep moving forward.
The dreams you thought were dead are not dead. I like that.
Yeah, come back
alive, y'all. Yes, Michelle. Well, you mentioned this, but on social media, you're better known as the Beauty Life Coach. You have 250,000 plus in your community. You're averaging 100,000 plus views on your videos. Girl, you're killing it. I just got to tell you, everything that you're saying that you do, mom and running the business and a podcast, all these things. Take us back. How did you get started? And where did that name come from?
Yes, absolutely. I kind of touched on that before. And thank you so much, Sandy and Stitch. Starting Beauty Life Coach, the name did not start Beauty Life Coach. All I wanted to do was really share Jesus with people. I wanted to share the mission work that I do. And then but since I've done modeling and acting since I was young, I had a passion for fashion and beauty as well. And I was just praying, and I felt like God gave me this innovative way to connect with women's hearts through something that aligns us all, beauty and fashion, that is multicultural. It doesn't matter, like transgenerational. And so Beauty Life Coach, and I had just become a certified life coach at the time it arose. And then I started getting strategy on how to share and really the heart behind the matter. It's time to talk about business. We're getting down to business on that transformation that took 10 years to happen and help me be the person I'm called to be, created to be, so I can pour out to others the way they need. And now the podcast and YouTube is ready.
And Michelle, I want to, you mentioned business and I want to get to business, but I really want to hear, and I feel like our listeners really want to hear about that moment, if you don't mind sharing that encounter that you had. What did that look like? Because I feel like our viewers are, our Connect fam is watching and it's like, well, what was that moment? What did that look like? That encounter that you had that sounds like really changed your whole life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It did. I was 17. I was a freshman in college. I graduated a year early from high school because I just had a really hard, like everyone raise your hand at home if you had a challenging high school year. I had no worth, purpose, and identity. And that's where that comes from. I was molested by 7 people. I had anxiety, depression. I struggled with suicide. I literally felt worthless. And I was told that as well. I was in an abusive relationship as well. But here's the thing. When you don't know your worth, you're going to allow people to treat you. God is so gracious because I never encountered the Lord. And I was invited to go to this young adult event. I go, and during worship for the first time, I literally, y'all, it's so crazy because no one can talk you out of an experience you have with the Holy Spirit. And it was like, it makes me cry. It was the love I'd been looking for my whole life. And I knew that I had found what I'd been looking for. Speaking of vision coming to pass, I get to speak at Lakewood on Thursday. Lakewood here at Houston is huge. That's been such an honor of mine. I get to speak at a women's business event there. And
amazing.
I feel so like, Stitches, thank you for asking me that question because it's an honor to give Jesus the glory and share the transformation. And I just hope that inspires people to know that there's hope when you feel hopeless and that where you're at, you don't have to stay.
Wow. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing that and being so open and candid about sharing your story and your experience. Thank you. And we're always happy to have you with us right here on the CW each and every Saturday morning. And you are going to hang out with us just a little bit more, right? We're going to chat some more. You got time, right? You have time?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, I always have time for y'all. Always.
And we have some more guests, Connect them, that you're not going to want to miss. That's going to be talking with us as well. So later on, let's talk more. Let's hang out more, and we'll be back. Don't move.
That's right, Stitch. And coming up, our next guest is the amazing Ashley Kay, who is here to break down the importance of a virtual assistant. Amen to that, because I'll just tell you, from someone who grows her business, I'm all about the VAs, and Ashley's journey to building her business. And later, Billy LeRae Owen stopped by. Oh, can't wait to hear from her with her weekly fashion segment called Being Billy. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jess DeFeo, and I am a social media coach for women entrepreneurs who know they are on a mission to change the world with their business, but are struggling with how to market themselves authentically to their ideal client on social media. I can help you go from overwhelmed and confused on what to post to creating effective and impactful content that converts your followers into customers. Head to my website to grab your free course, Instagram 101 for Business, and learn the strategies I use to grow my business in just 6 months.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Being Billy, where we talk all things fashion and beauty. Today we are focusing on that beauty. So I started off with using a setting powder, or setting translucent powder, and a setting spray. Nice smooth base before you go in and add some concealer. I then went in warming up my face with some blush. Pow. We're almost there. We're gonna add some mascara to really continue to brighten things up. Then, you thought we were done. We're not. Lip gloss to get this nice. And there you have it, your 5-minute look. So we start with setting powder and setting spray. Add some concealer to really create that illusion of a foundation on your face, but there's not. Add some mascara, some blush, and some lipstick to really brighten up your face and your life, and you're ready to hit the door. See you next time on Being Billy. Bye.
All right. Hello. I am Coach Stormy, and I help women all across the country, all around the world. And you can find me at www.coachmestormy.com. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back, Connect fam, and we are continuing to bring you the heat. We have a special guest for you, our co-host, amazing co-host, and also we can call her our sister, Miss Michelle Hammons. Hey, Mitch. She's here with us today, and it's time to get into it, ladies. Can we do it?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go. Okay, thanks, Stitches. I love it. My best friends call me Mitch, so I'm making really good company. And that's right. Our next guest is the amazing Ashley Kay, owner of AK Virtual Assistant. She is here to share more about her journey, the benefits of a virtual assistant, and more.
Hi.
Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the show. We're so excited to have you here. You have an amazing story. We would love to hear from you and have you share more about your story.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much. I'm so excited to be here. I love you all. I know who you all are well. So yeah, my story, geesh, it started about 6 years ago. I lived a pretty linear, went to university, got a dual degree in international business and business management, went into the corporate world because I was told that's what you do. So I was out for dinner with a girlfriend one night, and she said to me, "You should think about becoming a virtual assistant." And I laughed because I had no idea what a VA was. And then about a week later, I started doing some research. About 3 weeks later, I launched AKVA, AK Virtual Assistant Services for short, we call it. And 4 months later, I had to make the decision whether or not to leave my corporate 9 to 5 or to stay at it and make AKVA the side hustle. And I'm just so grateful is the only way that I can explain it to you. I'm so grateful for my team. I'm so grateful for the business. I'm so grateful for the incredible women that we support. We are fully female owned and operated, which is something I am very proud of. And our clients are primarily females. The reason for that is because I am very passionate about supporting female entrepreneurs and putting money and ultimately power back in the hands of female leaders. And it's just something I'm super passionate about. So here we are 5 years later.
Oh my gosh, your story is so inspirational. The fact that you took that step of faith, got out of the boat, the 9 to 5, and you're thriving because you trust yourself, and now you're able to empower others to make their dreams a reality. It's incredible. And I'm sure everyone out there is wanting to know, for those who don't know, can you please explain what does a virtual assistant do?
Sure. So that would depend on the VA. That would also depend on the client you're working with. If you have a VA, you know what I mean. So what a VA ultimately does is they provide administrative or technical or creative support services virtually or from a remote location. So it really depends on the situation, but ultimately you're providing a support service to an entrepreneur or to a small business owner, all virtually.
That is awesome, Ashley. But first I have to say bonjour by way of Canada. We have to give a shout out to our Canadian viewers out there. But I want to ask you this, Ashley. How long does someone usually work with a VA, a virtual assistant? And are there any suggestions you would have for business owners to prepare themselves when onboarding a VA for the first time?
Yeah, those are both great questions. So how long someone works with a VA honestly entirely depends. Generally speaking, most VAs will work with you in one of two ways. So they'll either work with you on a project basis, which is like a come in, build the deliverables, deliver, get out kind of scenario. And ultimately, the time frame you work with a VA varies. But I would say this, when you're looking to hire a VA, like any decision you make in your business, plan for where you are going, not for where you are now. When it comes to how to prepare for hiring a VA or onboarding a VA, this is what I would tell you. It's a really simple exercise any entrepreneur can use. Take out a notebook. Don't use notes in your phone. Don't use a Google Doc in your computer. Take out an actual notebook. keep it in your purse, put it beside your laptop or computer where you work. And every time you do a task where you say to yourself one of these 3 things in your business, write it down. Oh my God, I hate doing this. Wow, that took way longer than it should have took. Or, oh my gosh, somebody could probably do this way better than me. Write it down and you'll have a list to hand to VA.
Girl, I feel like you just dropped so much gold. And I love the notebook thing. I'm going to start doing that because there's things that I do. I have a VA, but I need to be better at delegating. So I just love it so much. Also, I love how you created a side hustle and turned it into a 6-figure business, fully staffed. When did you know it was time, I'm sorry, to scale in this way? My daughter just came in. She wants to say hi. This is real life, y'all. But it's not about scaling business.
Virtual assistant on the rise.
Right there. She's taking notes right now.
When did I know? Yeah, that's a really good question. So I spent the first about 18 months of my business just doing it myself. So it was me and a bunch of clients to the capacity that I could reach. And I remember sitting in a bubble bath where all my great ideas come. And I was like, Ash, you didn't build this business to lock yourself into like a set schedule or a set number of clients. Part of the reason I became an entrepreneur was so that I had financial, locational, schedule freedom. So I decided, much like I did when I started the business 18 months before that, let's go for it. Here we are. My team is incredible. I mean, they're like these goddess rock stars that all work behind the scenes and they're just amazing at what they do. And the amount of gratitude I have for them is unparalleled. And yeah, that's kind of how we got here and how I made the decision.
I love it. So let's get to the bottom line, cut to the chase and all of it. How can we hire you, Ashley? And how can we get to your team of goddesses that are behind you that make it all happen? How can we get to you?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I have a website, www.akvirtualassistant.com. You can follow me on Instagram, akvirtualassistant. That's where all the fun stuff happens, all the updates, you can get access to me, my team, everything.
I do, if I can ask this one last question, for some who might be hearing that a VA is, the whole point is virtual, but if somebody is in a completely different state and country, what appeasement or what ease can you give to someone who really wants to hire someone, but they're in a completely different area? How can you make them feel like it's okay?
Right. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting, I guess. Our work speaks for itself. So when it comes to my team, I mean, I'm happy to do. Oftentimes a client will ask who lives overseas, can you complete a test project? Can we see what it's like to work together? I am always happy for potential clients to speak to current or past clients of mine. Time zone has never been an issue. I live in Canada Pacific time zone in BC. We have clients in London, the UK, Australia, Bali. Like the time zone has never, ever been an issue for us. And I think it doesn't ever need to be. As long as you provide the value, you show up, you're committed to the role, you're committed to your client's success. It doesn't matter where you are in the world to me.
I agree with you, Ashley. I'm on the same page. The work's the work, you get it done, the business and the brands, and I'm so with you on that. And I love how you pour into these businesses to allow them to stay in their zone of genius and do what they do best. So we're so grateful to have you here. We're loving all of this conversation. But when we return, we continue the conversation with Michelle Hammons and get her take on some hot topics. Don't go anywhere.
We are living in challenging times, and despite having a 9-to-5 job, you still find it difficult to pay your bills and have money left over to spend on experiences that brings you joy. If you're at a point in your life where you know that there is more for you, you want to start a side business and express your multi-passions, but you're not sure if your gifts or ideas can be profitable, believe in yourself and connect with us over at RaquelWalters.com and let us help you to get clear on the knowledge you have that you can monetize right away.
Elena Cardone, and I help women reach a heightened level of success. You can keep up with me online at www.elenacardone.com. You're watching the Connect Network TV.
Motivational and inspirational daily quotes are useful for everyone. They provide wisdom and knowledge, and they inspire us to move forward. Quotes appeal to your subconscious, and they help you own your power. Keep your thoughts positive daily with the book, Harvesting Your Thoughts, Emotions, and Actions. Available only on Amazon.
Welcome back, Connect fam, and what a show. We love it, we're here for it, and we hope you're here for it too. And we enjoy chatting with women who are just making moves and doing it right? And doing great things and sharing that wealth of information, just like you, Michelle and Sandy. So thank you both.
Oh, we love it. So let's get into it. We can change our location all we want, but our mindset, the mindset, right? What we tell ourselves, that follows us everywhere. How do you control the thing here, the mindset piece of it, to allow you to get to the next level?
You want to go first, Mitch, or I'll go? I'll take it.
I'll go.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I think as you were saying that, my mind was just kind of going to two places. Number one, be by myself, pray, listen to worship, renew my mind. And then while I'm doing that, I just like type out everything I'm thankful for and what's going on in my mind. Another thing that inspires me is being around people who are like-minded and having like deep conversations with people who I trust, who I love, who I know will tell me the truth to help me level up. So that was another thing that really helps me align and level up. What about you, Stitches?
We're in the same lane. The first thing I always have to do is just really stop and pray, because in the midst of chaos, it doesn't work for me. I can operate in chaos. I can move, but it's just not going to be clear. So I need a clear heart and a clear mind and things. So I always have to stop. I used to say this in the beginning of the show. I put up my little church finger, like, this is my minute finger. Like, give me a minute. I get in my little closet and just get to praying, talking to the Lord. And that's what really just clears my mind, and just really evaluate. But that is my genuine process. What about you, Sandy?
So I think for me, next level means being aligned with looking at where I'm going on top of everything that you're saying, because all of this is so important, right? But at the end of the day, like, what is the ultimate life that I want to create, that you put in and day out? So it's really important just to be aligned, and next level always requires a new commitment. So what does that commitment mean from you? What do you need to maybe double down on? And then also, what do you need to take away? So it requires looking at both.
And can I add something to that too? In addition to that, like, just paying attention to what is exhausting you.
Yes.
What is really draining you and not adding value to your life, to your purpose, to your goals, like you talked about, Sandy and Michelle. Just, take a second and reevaluate if that's something that you can probably get a VA for.
Yes. Yes. Those energy suckers, the energy vampires.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. It's like full circle. It's so funny that we had the most amazing VA on the show today. In what ways do you ladies help yourselves overcome doubt?
That's a good one.
Stitch, you want to go?
Yeah. How do I overcome doubt? One thing that really helps me is reciting. And I know it's always like, okay, really, Stitches, that's always, but that's what helps me. I recite certain scriptures that are uplifting to me, and I write them in my wall. These are practical things that I do that have worked for me. For me, it's the word. So I just write those scriptures and just really study it, and I meditate. I could be driving and I repeat it. Because they say in radio, when something is in your mind, I think it's 30 times or eight times, whatever times it is, it begins to embed and become planted into your mind. So that's what I do, and it works for me. So what about you, ladies?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I look at what it is, right? And I think at the end of the day, if it aligns with where I'm going and what I'm doing, it's so funny. I had this conversation with my son. He's 4, he's almost 5, and it could be something like in business, or it could be something like, talking your child through a moment that they have in school, and trying to fill them, with beliefs that allow them to be the person that they're shaping and molding it into becoming. So I feel like, I give him this advice, but I also take it myself. And a lot of the times you gotta just remember who you are. So much just great conversation, great co-host, great energy. And we hope that you all enjoyed this as well, Connect fam. We want you to keep the conversation going. We want to connect with you. So make sure you follow today's co-host, Michelle Hammons, and all of today's guests. And of course, the Connect Network online.
Yes, and we learned a lot of acronyms: VA, virtual assistant,
OBM,
online business manager. So we're learning here. And that's right. If you're loving all of this girl boss magic as well, you could catch all of our past episodes on our YouTube channel and binge watch them like Netflix style at Natalie's Network. Michelle, where can we find all of your amazingness, sis, and the new podcast that you have, the Beauty Life Coach Show? Tell us where we can tap into you.
Yes, absolutely. You can find me at beautylifecoach.com, on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Beauty Life Coach, and also the Beauty Life Coach Show. It is on YouTube and also on podcasts, wherever you can listen. So the first one dropped. Let me give a shout out to the first one. It dropped today with our amazing creator and founder of the Connect Show, Natalie Cargile. You're not going to want to miss the conversation we have. The first season is called Exposed. We're exposing the raw and real, how you're transformed into who you become to rock your business, to fulfill what you're called to do for your communities, and to say yes to your dreams. And it's going to be just so inspiring. So yes, follow along, just like Sandy and Stitch did. We cannot wait to connect, and we cannot wait to see you next week. It was an honor for me to be here today, and we are leaving you with an exclusive this week. Our Stitches music pick of the week is...
Hey, I'm excited. Thank you, ladies. So it's actually not out yet. It drops next week. So this is our single. It's called Big Screen. And the whole purpose of it is everyone has a big screen. Everyone has something, either a life-changing moment in their life that just changed the course of their life. And big screen, whatever it is for you, just keep going and keep hoping and keep working at it. What is your big screen? Don't stop living it. Don't stop dreaming it, and don't stop working towards it. All right? Hope you love it.
Woo!